Hi, this is Brother Jimmy. Got a thought for the week. Have you ever noticed how much time you might spend thinking about things and sometimes even grieving? Listen to what David said in Psalm 73, beginning in verse 21. When my heart was grieved and my spirit was embittered, I was senseless and ignorant. I was a brute beast before you. Can you imagine David saying that? The grief that was in his heart. He said it took control of me. And we spend perhaps more time than we think grieving. We can grieve about different things, not just the loss of things, but we can grieve our actions, or we can grieve our words, or we can grieve for other people. So when you think about grief, it's a big part of our lives. The Bible also says, I've spent my days in grief. Now think about that for a second. David said, when I was grieved and when my spirit was embittered, I was like a brute beast before you, Lord. So that means that he was not listening. It meant that he was having some trouble. It meant that things were not too easy, and he lost touch. Now we can lose touch too. We know that. But God says, I want to give you some hope. David goes on to say in that same psalm, down just a little further, he says, whom have I in heaven but you, Lord? Earth has nothing I desire besides you. My flesh and my heart may fail, but God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever. As you think about that, David learned how to roll things over to the Lord. I want to give you just a couple of thoughts today about rolling things over to the Lord that helps us with the grief or with the heaviness that we sometimes might have. First of all, it's all about the faithfulness of God. That it's God's nature that I learn how to trust. When David said, Lord, whom have I in heaven but you? And when he said, Lord, you are the strength of my heart, he had discovered the very nature of God. That's how he could return. That's how he found strength. That's where he found balance and help. Every time that you and I react to things, I want to get back to the proper balance. I want to know the beauty of the Lord, which really is his nature, his faithfulness, his graciousness, his acceptance and love. Those are the things that stabilize my spirit, stabilize my mind, my thinking. So, the faithfulness of God, the faithfulness of the very nature of God. Then I want to deal with truth. I don't want to let my mind wander. I want to take things on face value. Words that people speak to me, things that they say. I don't want to take a look and all of a sudden let that look become something that causes me deep grief. If I am troubled to that extent, I need to talk to that person. I need to be able to say, what's happening? I need to go back and ask them, talk with them, to erase some of those thoughts that get stuck in my mind. I need to be able to let go of certain things and not let my mind control me. Then there's a third thing that I want to share with you today, and that is learning how to let go of things unto the Lord. I don't want to hold on to them. I don't want to carry it. I think about it. If there's value there, God will reveal it to me. But if there is no value there, I want to let it go. Even when I think I've finished with it, I need to let it go. Put it on the shelf for a while. Actually, turn it over to God. He can reveal things that I might need to know. He alone can do that. Maybe that's one of the reasons that David said, Lord, I want to inquire in your temple. I want to behold your beauty. Because he knew the faithfulness of God. He knew the nature of God. He knew how to roll things over to the Lord. He knew how to let them go. Today I want to encourage you to do that. Learn what things you can let go of. Learn what things you don't have to carry. And as you let go of them, you'll be surprised what God will do. Have a blessed day.